The ceiling fan was turning slow. Above the tables painted white, you stirred the ice inside your glass and watched the boats dissolve in light. The ocean breeze came through the door and lifted ribbons from your hair. I tried to speak of anything just to keep you sitting there. Outside the summer hurried on, but time stood still beside your chair. At the cafe across the tide, you smiled and all the heat was gone. The blue sea opened wide, like a road our hearts could travel on. Now every wave that reaches shore brings back the way you looked at me. At the cafe across the tide, where you still wait inside my memory. A waiter changed the radio. An old love song began to play. You drew a little sailing boat upon a napkin worn and gray. We promised we would come again before the summer lost its flame. But seasons closed that little door, and only I returned again. The cup is gone, the chair has changed, but ocean winds still speak your name. At the cafe across the tide, you smiled and all the heat was gone. The blue sea opened wide, like a road our hearts could travel on. Now every wave that reaches shore brings back the way you looked at me. At the cafe across the tide, where you still wait inside my memory. Maybe love is not a place we find again upon a map. Maybe love is one warm hour. The years can never take us back. At the cafe across the tide, I raise my glass to yesterday. The evening sea is wide, but it cannot wash your face away. And though that summer disappeared, your quiet smile still comes to me. At the cafe across the tide, you remain my sweetest memory. The ceiling fan is turning slow. The sea is blue, and I miss you. left our shoes beside the road and ran where silver waters curl. You wrote our names upon the sand as though we owned the summer world. The clouds were gathering far away, but neither one of us looked back. We followed gulls along the shore and left 2 footprints on one track. You said the rain could change the beach, but not the day our hearts had found footprints before the rain. 2 young hearts beside the sea, footprints before the rain. You were walking close to me. The storm erased the marks we made, but something deeper still remains. I keep following our footprints, the footprints before the rain. We hid beneath the Lifeguard roof while summer thunder shook the sky. You laughed and held my trembling hand as lightning opened up the night. The water reached our folded clothes. The wind blew every plan away, but nothing ever felt as warm as standing near you in that rain. The clouds moved on, the beach grew still, and we believed that love would stay. Footprints before the rain, 2 young hearts beside the sea, footprints before the rain. You were walking close to me. The storm erased the marks we made, but something deeper still remains. I keep following our footprints, the footprints before the rain. Years have crossed that empty shore, and strangers walk where we once ran. But sometimes after summer storms, I see your shadow in the sand. Footprints before the rain, lead me through another year. Footprints before the rain still become so bright and clear. The tide may take the words we wrote, the wind may rearrange the grains, but my heart remembers every step before the summer rain. One step yours, one step mine, still together out of time. playing songs from long ago. The boardwalk lights were coming on, like falling stars in evening gold. You wore a flower in your hair and danced without a single care. The people smiled as they passed by, but I could only watch you there. The melody was scratched and low, still every word felt new somehow. Radio by the boardwalk, play that summer once again. Take me back to that old song, before we learn how love could end. Let the drums roll like the ocean, let the guitars warm the dark. Radio by the boardwalk, you still play inside my heart. We bought 2 sodas from a stand and shared the last coin that we had. You said one day we'll laugh at this, and I believed we always would. A train went crying past the town, the moon came floating through the blue. The radio lost half its sound, but I could hear the whole world in you. The station faded down the coast, your laughter carried through the crowd. Radio by the boardwalk, play that summer once again. Take me back to that old song, before we learn how love could end. Let the drums roll like the ocean, let the guitars warm the dark. Radio by the boardwalk, you still play inside my heart. I have heard 1,000 songs in crowded rooms and lonely cars, but none of them could shine as bright as that weak signal under stars. Radio by the boardwalk, play her voice across the years. Turn the dial a little softer, let the music hide my tears. Let the rhythm meet the ocean, where the night in memory and laughed at what I had become. We drank cold water from one cup, while heat waves danced above the bay. The world was burning all around, but under blue we slipped away. Your shoulder rested next to mine. The afternoon forgot to move. Blue umbrella on white sand, keep the sunlight from her eyes. Hold that little piece of heaven underneath the August sky. Though the canvas may be folded, though the summer birds have flown, blue umbrella on white sand, you made anywhere feel like home. You read a book and lost the page each time the sea called out too loud. I built a crooked castle wall. You wore a shell as if a crown. A vendor rang a silver bell. The children chased him down the shore. You said, I wish this day could stay. I wish I had believed it more. The shadows slowly crossed our feet. The evening touched the water blue. Blue umbrella on white sand, keep the sunlight from her eyes. Hold that little piece of heaven underneath the August sky. Though the canvas may be folded, though the summer birds have flown, blue umbrella on white sand, you made anywhere feel like home. Some loves need a grand hotel, some need roses, rings, and wine. We only needed shade enough for your hand to rest in mine. Blue umbrella on white sand, still unfolding in my mind. You are young beneath its shadow. I am never far behind. All the beaches I have wandered never gave me what I knew. Blue umbrella on white sand, my whole summer lived in you. Blue, blue above us, white below. Where that summer went, I do not know. I found a postcard near the pier, a faded picture of bought it for you after lunch, but never knew what I should say. The space for words was clean and wide. My heart was crowded, young and shy, so I just wrote the date and town and drew a sun beside July. I carried it from place to place, afraid that truth might make you leave. Postcard from the July sea. Every word I could not send. You were more than summer to me. You were home, you were my friend. Now the ink has turned to shadows, but the feeling still is true. On a postcard from a July sea, my heart is still addressed to you. We walked among the souvenir shops. You tried on hats and made me smile. I almost gave the card to you, then hid it in my coat a while. At sunset, when you caught the train, you kissed my cheek and waved goodbye. I held that postcard in my hand and watched the evening swallow July. The train became a line of smoke. The message stayed inside of me. Postcard from a July sea. Every word I could not send. You were more than summer to me. You were home, you were my friend. Now the ink has turned to shadows, but the feeling still is true. On a postcard from a July sea, my heart is still addressed to you. Had I written, please don't go, would your whole life have changed its way? Or would the ocean still have taken our bright season from that day? Postcard from a July sea. I can read the empty space. Every silence says I loved you. Every line still holds your face. Though no stamp could cross the distance, and no mail could make dreams true, on a postcard from a July sea, I finally send my love to you. No address, no final line, only yours and always mine. The lifeguard tower stood alone above the empty evening sand. We climbed the steps after they closed and watched the sunset hand in hand. The beach was quiet after 6. The colored towels were packed away. You leaned your head against my arm and turned the sky a deeper shade. Below us every wave returned, as if goodbye had not been said. On the lifeguard tower at sunset, you promised me another year, while the orange lights surrounded us and the first night star appeared. Now the tower keeps our secret, and the ocean keeps the view. On the lifeguard tower at sunset, I believe forever meant me and you. You traced the coastline in the air and spoke of towns we'd never seen. A little house, a garden gate, a kitchen painted ocean green. I named the dog we'd someday own. You chose the curtains for each room. We planned a life above the sand, while daylight disappeared too soon. The future felt so close that night, we almost touched it from the steps. On the lifeguard tower at sunset, you promised me another year, while the orange lights surrounded us and the first night star appeared. Now the tower keeps our secret, and the ocean keeps the view. On the lifeguard tower at sunset, I believe forever meant me and you. Dreams can rise like wooden stairs, then end before they reach the sky. But I would climb them all again to hear you plan our future life. On the lifeguard tower at sunset, the years fall gently from my sight. You are speaking of tomorrow in the last remains of light. Though forever changed its meaning, that one promise still feels true. On the lifeguard tower at sunset, I gave every tomorrow to you. The tower stands, the daylight ends, the sea remembers what we planned. You chose vanilla, I chose lime. We walked beneath the striped arcade. The summer sun was far too strong. Our paper cups began to fade. A little drop fell on your dress. You looked so shocked and laughed at me. I wiped it off too carefully and missed the whole entire scene. The sweetest things were running fast. We tried to catch them with our hands. Melted ice cream sundae running down your fingertips. Sugar on your laughter, sunlight resting on your lips. We were young enough to waste time, old enough to call it love. Melted ice cream sundae, nothing ever tasted quite as good. We played the games along the pier. You won a tiny wooden bird. You made me swear to keep it safe. I promised more than you had heard. The band began a cheerful tune. Old couples turned around the floor. We danced so badly near the stairs, then stayed to ask for one song more. The afternoon became a song too bright to know it could not last. Melted ice cream sundae running down your fingertips. Sugar on your laughter, sunlight resting on your lips. We were young enough to waste time, old enough to call it love. Melted ice cream sundae, nothing ever tasted quite as good. I still have that wooden bird. Its painted wings are worn and pale, and every time I hold it close, I hear your laughter on the rail. Melted ice cream sundae, warm and golden in my mind. Sweetness never stays forever, but it leaves a taste behind. We were foolish, we were happy, we were everything we should. Melted ice cream sundae, losing you has never tasted good. Vanilla sun, a lime green sea, one Sunday melting into memory. The cafe window shook at 5 as black clouds covered up the bay. The chairs were pulled inside the room. The tourist hurried far away. You stood beside the open door, your summer dress caught in the wind. The rain arrived in silver sheets, and suddenly the world grew dim. Then thunder rolled across the sea. You turned and placed your hand in mine. Stormlight over the bay, flashing white across your face. sky break into pieces. Let the angry ocean rise. Stormlight over the bay. Put forever in your eyes. The power failed, the room went dark. Someone lit a candle near. We heard the bottles softly ring, and every breath became so clear. You whispered storms will always pass, then kissed me before light returned. Outside the palm trees bent and shook. Inside my whole young heart was burned. The lamps came on, the people cheered, but I could only look at you. Stormlight over the bay, flashing wide across your face. For one wild summer moment, there was nowhere else but that place. Let the sky break into pieces. Let the angry ocean rise. Stormlight over the bay. Put forever in your eyes. You were right, the storm moved on. The streets were shining, washed anew. But some storms leave the sky behind and keep on breaking inside you. Stormlight over the bay still appears on certain nights, when the windows shake around me and the distant sea turns white. I would face that storm forever, just to hold you one more time. Stormlight over the bay. You were lightning in my life. The thunder passed, the candle died, but one bright flash still lives inside. The station clock was nearly 10. The final bus stood by the square. You held a suitcase at your feet, the salt wind moving through your hair. I bought 2 tickets out of hope, though only one would take you home. You touched the second in my hand and said you knew I had to go. The driver called, the door swung wide. The night grew colder by the sea. The last bus from the beach took the summer out of town. I watched its red lights disappear where the highway curved around. Every mile that carried you left another ache in me. On the last bus from the beach, you took my whole July away from me. I ran beside the window glass until the road began to climb. You pressed your palm against the pane and tried to smile one final time. The bus became a distant sound. The station emptied one by one. I walked alone toward the shore and waited there to see the sun. The tide came in without a word, as though it knew what I had lost. The last bus from the beach took the summer out of town. I watched its red lights disappear where the highway curved around. Every mile that carried you left another ache in me. On the last bus from the beach, you took my whole July away from me. I have missed 1,000 trains and watched 100 buses leave, but none could carry time away like that one summer night from me. The last bus from the beach still is waiting in my dreams. You are waving through the window. I am running by the sea. But before the road can take you, I wake beneath the memory. And the last bus from the beach leaves again without returning you to me. One empty ticket, one empty road, the sea behind me, and no way home. At midnight on the wooden pier, the town was sleeping far behind. The moon laid silver on the boards. The sea was breathing with the tide. You took your sandals in your hand and let your bare feet touch the rail. We counted boats beyond the dark and listened to their distant bells. No music played, no people spoke. The silence knew our every word. Midnight on the wooden pier, your hand was warm, the night was blue. Every star came close enough to make me think my dreams were true. Though the morning took us elsewhere, though the years have disappeared, I am still beside you somewhere at midnight on the wooden pier. You told me what you feared the most, that love could fade when summer passed. I said the sea will lose its waves before my love for you can end. You smiled but did not answer me. A fishing boat moved through the black. Sometimes the heart already knows which promises it cannot keep. The bell rang once beyond the rocks. You leaned against me in the wind. Midnight on the wooden pier, your hand was warm, the night was blue. Every star came close enough to make me think my dreams were true. Though the morning took us elsewhere, though the years have disappeared, I am still beside you somewhere at midnight on the wooden pier. I was wrong about the ocean. Waves can end upon the shore, but I was right about one feeling. I could never love you more. Midnight on the wooden pier returns whenever stars appear. Your quiet face is young again, and all the distance disappears. Though I cannot change the ending, I can hold one moment near. I will always walk beside you at midnight on the wooden pier. A bell in darkness, a moonlit rail, your hand in mine beyond the years. You found a seashell near the rocks, its edges pink, its center white. You held it gently to my ear and said the ocean lived inside. I laughed and said I heard no sea. You moved it closer to my head. Be still, you said, and listen well. I heard you breathing there instead. You placed the shell into my hand, a little summer you can keep. The seashell in my pocket still carries that afternoon, a whisper of the water, a fragment of our July moon. Whenever life grows heavy and the world becomes too loud, the seashell in my pocket brings your gentle voice around. For years it stayed inside a box among old keys and faded notes. It traveled through a dozen rooms and winters filled with heavy coats. One evening when the rain came down, I held it to my ear again. The ocean sounded far away, but you were close as you had been. Some memories do not need a song, they wait inside the smallest things. The seashell in my pocket still carries that afternoon, a whisper of the water, a fragment of our July moon. Whenever life grows heavy and the world becomes too loud, the seashell in my pocket brings your gentle voice around. The shell is chipped, the color pale, yet somehow it has kept its sound. Perhaps the heart protects the things the hands believe they have not found. The seashell in my pocket has crossed the years beside my heart, a little piece of ocean from the summer we fell apart. When my final road grows quiet and the evening settles down, the seashell in my pocket will be the last love song I hear. Be still, listen well, the sea is there, and so are you. Found an old film reel inside a box beneath the stairs. We pulled the curtains, dimmed the room, and and watched our summer flicker there. The picture jumped, the colors burned, the ocean moved without a sound. Then suddenly you crossed the screen, and all my lost years turned around. You waved at someone near the lens, not knowing I would watch someday. Summer on an old film reel, turning slowly on the wall. You are laughing by the water before we knew that leaves would fall. Every frame is weak and trembling, but your smile is shining still. Summer on an old film reel. Time can fade, but love never will. Never will. There we were beside the cafe. You carried flowers in your hand. I spilled a drink across the table. You chased me laughing through the sand. The film went white, then came alive. A final scene appeared too soon. You stood alone beside the station, beneath a thin and rising moon. The reel began to slow and click. I wanted one more scene of you. Summer on an old film reel, turning slowly on the wall. You are laughing by the water before we knew that leaves would fall. Every frame is weak and trembling, but your smile is shining still. Summer on an old film reel. Time can fade, but love never will. There was no sound upon that film, yet I could hear the words you said. The heart supplies the missing voice. When pictures wake the love we buried. Summer on an old film reel. Turn once more before you end. Let her run across the shoreline. Let me see her young again. Though the final frame is empty and the room has turned so still. Summer on an old film reel. You are moving through my memory still. The screen turns white. The reel stops spinning. But in my heart, the film keeps living. We stayed beside the sea all night, until the stars began to fade. The cafe chairs were upside down. The streets were cool beneath the shade. You wore my jacket on your shoulders. I carried both our shoes in hand. We walked the water's quiet edge and watched dawn open on the sand. The sky grew bright behind your face. wish the sun would lose its way. When morning took you away, the whole sea turned from blue to gray. The summer birds began to sing, but I could not hear a thing. You kissed me once and walked alone toward the road beyond the bay. My longest night became my life when morning took you away. You stopped beside the cafe door and looked back one last time at me. The sunlight rested in your hair. The wind came softly from the sea. I wanted to run and call your name, but love had made me understand. Sometimes the kindest thing we do is let go of the dearest hand. You turned the corner out of sight. The day arrived, but warmth was gone when morning took you away. The whole sea turned from blue to gray. The summer birds began to sing, but I could not hear a thing. You kissed me once and walked alone toward the road beyond the bay. My longest night became my life when morning took you away. Every summer since that dawn, I come back when July begins. Not because I think you'll return, but because our love is waiting here. When morning took you away, it could not take that night from me. It could not steal the cafe light or your footprints by the sea. And though the road became your life and years have carried mine away, my heart still stands upon that shore when morning took you away. The sun comes up, the tide returns, the beach grows warm, my memory burns. The sea keeps moving, the summers change, but one goodbye still knows my name. The ceiling fan was turning slow above the tables painted white. You stirred the ice inside your glass and and watched the boats dissolve in light. The ocean breeze came through the door and lifted ribbons from your hair. I tried to speak of anything just to keep you sitting there. Outside the summer hurried on, but time stood still beside your chair. At the cafe across the tide, you smiled and all the heat was gone. The blue sea opened wide, like a road our hearts could travel on. Now every wave that reaches shore brings back the way you looked at me. At the cafe across the tide, where you still wait inside my memory. A waiter changed the radio, an old love song began to play. You drew a little sailing boat upon a napkin worn and gray. We promised we would come again before the summer lost its flame. But seasons closed that little door, and only I returned again. The cup is gone, the chair has changed, but ocean winds still speak your name. At the cafe across the tide, you smiled and all the heat was gone. The blue sea opened wide, like a road our hearts could travel on. Now every wave that reaches shore brings back the way you looked at me. At the cafe across the tide, where you still wait inside my memory. Maybe love is not a place we find again upon a map. Maybe love is one warm hour. The years can never take us back. At the cafe across the tide, I raise my glass to yesterday. The evening sea is wide, but it cannot wash your face away. And though that summer disappeared, your quiet smile still comes to me. At the cafe across the tide, you remain my sweetest memory. The ceiling fan is turning slow, the sea is blue, and I miss you. left our shoes beside the road and ran where silver waters curled. You wrote our names upon the sand as though we owned the summer world. The clouds were gathering far away, but neither one of us looked back. We followed gulls along the shore and left 2 footprints on one track. You said the rain could change the beach, but not the day our hearts had found footprints before the rain. 2 young hearts beside the sea, footprints before the rain. You were walking close to me. The storm erased the marks we made, but something deeper still remains. I keep following our footprints, the footprints before the rain. We hid beneath the Lifeguard roof while summer thunder shook the sky. You laughed and held my trembling hand as lightning opened up the night. The water reached our folded clothes. The wind blew every plan away, but nothing ever felt as warm as standing near you in that rain. The clouds moved on, the beach grew still, and we believed that love would stay. Footprints before the rain, 2 young hearts beside the sea, footprints before the rain. You were walking close to me. The storm erased the marks we made, but something deeper still remains. I keep following our footprints, the footprints before the rain. Years have crossed that empty shore, and strangers walk where we once ran. But sometimes after summer storms, I see your shadow in the sand. Footprints before the rain, lead me through another year. Footprints before the rain still become so bright and clear. The tide may take the words we wrote, the wind may rearrange the grains, but my heart remembers every step before the summer rain. One step yours, one step mine, still together out of time. songs from long ago. The boardwalk lights were coming on, like fallen stars in evening gold. You wore a flower in your hair and danced without a single care. The people smiled as they passed by, but I could only watch you there. The melody was scratched and low, still every word felt new somehow. Radio by the boardwalk, play that summer once again. Take me back to that old song, before we learned how love could end. Let the drums roll like the ocean, let the guitars warm the dark. Radio by the boardwalk, you still play inside my heart. We bought 2 sodas from a stand and shared the last coin that we had. You said one day we'll laugh at this, and I believed we always would. A train went crying past the town, the moon came floating through the blue. The radio lost half its sound, but I could hear the whole world in you. The station faded down the coast, your laughter carried through the crowd. Radio by the boardwalk, play that summer once again. Take me back to that old song, before we learned how love could end. Let the drums roll like the ocean, let the guitars warm the dark. Radio by the boardwalk, you still play inside my heart. I have heard 1,000 songs in crowded rooms and lonely cars, but none of them could shine as bright as that weak signal under stars. Radio by the boardwalk, play her voice across the years. Turn the dial a little softer, let the music hide my tears. Let the rhythm meet the ocean, where the night and memory start. Radio by the boardwalk, never fade out of my heart. Static in the summer air, the sand, made one small island from the sun. You placed your sunglasses on me and laughed at what I had become. We drank cold water from one cup while heat waves danced above the bay. The world was burning all around, but under blue we slipped away. Your shoulder rested next to mine. The afternoon forgot to move. Blue umbrella on white sand, keep the sunlight from her eyes. Hold that little piece of heaven underneath the August sky. Though the canvas may be folded, though the summer birds have flown, blue umbrella on white sand, you made anywhere feel like home. You read a book and lost the page each time the sea called out too loud. I built a crooked castle wall. You wore a shell as if a crown. A vendor rang a silver bell. The children chased him down the shore. You said, I wish this day could stay. I wish I had believed it more. The shadows slowly crossed our feet. The evening touched the water blue. Blue umbrella on white sand, keep the sunlight from her eyes. Hold that little piece of heaven underneath the August sky. Though the canvas may be folded, though the summer birds have flown, blue umbrella on white sand, you made anywhere feel like home. Some loves need a grand hotel, some need roses, rings, and wine. We only needed shade enough for your hand to rest in mine. Blue umbrella on white sand, still unfolding in my mind. You are young beneath its shadow. I am never far behind. All the beaches I have wandered, faded picture of the bay. I bought it for you after lunch, but never knew what I should say. The space for words was clean and wide. My heart was crowded, young and shy, so I just wrote the date and town and drew a sun beside July. I carried it from place to place, afraid that truth might make you leave. Postcard from the July sea. Every word I could not send. You were more than summer to me. You were home, you were my friend. Now the ink has turned to shadows, but the feeling still is true. On a postcard from a July sea, my heart is still addressed to you. We walked among the souvenir shops. You tried on hats and made me smile. I almost gave the card to you, then hid it in my coat a while. At sunset, when you caught the train, you kissed my cheek and waved goodbye. I held that postcard in my hand and watched the evening swallow July. The train became a line of smoke. The message stayed inside of me. Postcard from a July sea. Every word I could not send. You were more than summer to me. You were home, you were my friend. Now the ink has turned to shadows, but the feeling still is true. On a postcard from a July sea, my heart is still addressed to you. Had I written, please don't go, would your whole life have changed its way? Or would the ocean still have taken our bright season from that day? Postcard from a July sea. I can read the empty space. Every silence says I loved you. Every line still holds your face. Though no stamp could cross the distance, and no mail could make dreams true, on a postcard from a July sea, I finally send my love to you. No address, no final line, only yours and always mine. lifeguard tower stood alone above the empty evening sand. We climbed the steps after they closed and watched the sunset hand in hand. The beach was quiet after 6. The colored towels were packed away. You leaned your head against my arm and turned the sky a deeper shade. Below us every wave returned, as if goodbye had not been said. On the lifeguard tower at sunset, you promised me another year, while the orange lights surrounded us and the first night star appeared. Now the tower keeps our secret, and the ocean keeps the view. On the lifeguard tower at sunset, I believe forever meant me and you. You traced the coastline in the air and spoke of towns we'd never seen. A little house, a garden gate, a kitchen painted ocean green. I named the dog we'd someday own. You chose the curtains for each room. We planned a life above the sand, while daylight disappeared too soon. The future felt so close that night, we almost touched it from the steps. On the lifeguard tower at sunset, you promised me another year, while the orange lights surrounded us and the first night star appeared. Now the tower keeps our secret, and the ocean keeps the view. On the lifeguard tower at sunset, I believe forever meant me and you. Dreams can rise like wooden stairs, then end before they reach the sky. But I would climb them all again to hear you plan our future life. On the lifeguard tower at sunset, the years fall gently from my sight. You are speaking of tomorrow in the last remains of light. Though forever changed its meaning, that one promise still feels true. On the lifeguard tower at sunset, I gave every tomorrow to you. The tower stands, the daylight ends, the sea remembers what we planned. I chose lime. We walked beneath the striped arcade. The summer sun was far too strong. Our paper cups began to fade. A little drop fell on your dress. You looked so shocked and laughed at me. I wiped it off too carefully and missed the whole entire scene. The sweetest things were running fast. We tried to catch them with our hands. Melted ice cream sundae running down your fingertips. Sugar on your laughter, sunlight resting on your lips. We were young enough to waste time, old enough to call it love. Melted ice cream sundae, nothing ever tasted quite as good. We played the games along the pier. You won a tiny wooden bird. You made me swear to keep it safe. I promised more than you had heard. The band began a cheerful tune. Old couples turned around the floor. We danced so badly near the stairs, then stayed to ask for one song more. The afternoon became a song too bright to know it could not last. Melted ice cream sundae running down your fingertips. Sugar on your laughter, sunlight resting on your lips. We were young enough to waste time, old enough to call it love. Melted ice cream sundae, nothing ever tasted quite as good. I still have that wooden bird. Its painted wings are worn and pale, and every time I hold it close, I hear your laughter on the rail. Melted ice cream sundae, warm and golden in my mind. Sweetness never stays forever, but it leaves a taste behind. We were foolish, we were happy, we were everything we should. Melted ice cream sundae, losing you has never tasted good. Vanilla sun, a lime green sea, one Sunday melting into memory. The cafe window shook at 5 as black clouds covered up the bay. The chairs were pulled inside the room. The tourist hurried far away. You stood beside the open door, your summer dress caught in the wind. The rain arrived in silver sheets, and suddenly the world grew dim. Then thunder rolled across the sea. You turned and placed your hand in mine. Stormlight over the bay, flashing white across your face. sky break into pieces. Let the angry ocean rise. Stormlight over the bay. Put forever in your eyes. The power failed, the room went dark. Someone lit a candle near. We heard the bottles softly ring, and every breath became so clear. You whispered storms will always pass, then kissed me before light returned. Outside the palm trees bent and shook. Inside my whole young heart was burned. The lamps came on, the people cheered, but I could only look at you. Stormlight over the bay, flashing white across your face. For one wild summer moment, there was nowhere else but that place. Let the sky break into pieces. Let the angry ocean rise. Stormlight over the bay. Put forever in your eyes. You were right, the storm moved on. The streets were shining, washed anew. But some storms leave the sky behind and keep on breaking inside you. Stormlight over the bay still appears on certain nights, when the windows shake around me and the distant sea turns white. I would face that storm forever, just to hold you one more time. Stormlight over the bay. You were lightning in my life. The thunder passed, the candle died, but one bright flash still lives inside. The station clock was nearly 10. The final bus stood by the square. You held a suitcase at your feet, the salt wind moving through your hair. I bought 2 tickets out of hope, though only one would take you home. You touched the second in my hand and said you knew I had to go. The driver called, the door swung wide. The night grew colder by the sea. The last bus from the beach summer out of town. I watched its red lights disappear where the highway curved around. Every mile that carried you left another ache in me. On the last bus from the beach, you took my whole July away from me. I ran beside the window glass until the road began to climb. You pressed your palm against the pane and tried to smile one final time. The bus became a distant sound. The station emptied one by one. I walked alone toward the shore and waited there to see the sun. The tide came in without a word, as though it knew what I had lost. The last bus from the beach took the summer out of town. I watched its red lights disappear where the highway curved around. Every mile that carried you left another ache in me. On the last bus from the beach, you took my whole July away from me. I have missed 1,000 trains and watched 100 buses leave, but none could carry time away like that one summer night from me. The last bus from the beach still is waiting in my dreams. You are waving through the window. I am running by the sea. But before the road can take you, I wake beneath the memory. And the last bus from the beach leaves again without returning you to me. One empty ticket, one empty road, the sea behind me, and no way home. At midnight on the wooden pier, the town was sleeping far behind. The moon laid silver on the boards. The sea was breathing with the tide. You took your sandals in your hand and let your bare feet touch the rail. We counted boats beyond the dark and listened listen to their distant bells. No music played, no people spoke. The silence knew our every word. Midnight on the wooden pier, your hand was warm, the night was blue. Every star came close enough to make me think my dreams were true. Though the morning took us elsewhere, though the years have disappeared, I am still beside you somewhere at midnight on the wooden pier. You told me what you feared the most, that love could fade when summer passed. I said the sea will lose its waves before my love for you can end. You smiled but did not answer me. A fishing boat moved through the black. Sometimes the heart already knows which promises it cannot keep. The bell rang once beyond the rocks. You leaned against me in the wind. Midnight on the wooden pier, your hand was warm, the night was blue. Every star came close enough to make me think my dreams were true. Though the morning took us elsewhere, though the years have disappeared, I am still beside you somewhere at midnight on the wooden pier. I was wrong about the ocean. Waves can end upon the shore, but I was right about one feeling. I could never love you more. Midnight on the wooden pier returns whenever stars appear. Your quiet face is young again, and all the distance disappears. Though I cannot change the ending, I can hold one moment near. I will always walk beside you at midnight on the wooden pier. A bell in darkness, a moonlit rail, your hand in mine beyond the years. You found a seashell near the rocks, its edges pink, its center white. You held it gently to my ear and said the ocean lived inside. I laughed and said I heard no sea, You moved it closer to my head. Be still, you said, and listen well. I heard you breathing there instead. You placed the shell into my hand, a little summer you can keep. The seashell in my pocket still carries that afternoon, a whisper of the water, a fragment of our July moon. Whenever life grows heavy and the world becomes too loud, the seashell in my pocket brings your gentle voice around. For years it stayed inside a box among old keys and faded notes. It traveled through a dozen rooms and winters filled with heavy coats. One evening when the rain came down, I held it to my ear again. The ocean sounded far away, but you were close as you had been. Some memories do not need a song, they wait inside the smallest things. The seashell in my pocket still carries that afternoon, a whisper of the water, a fragment of our July moon. Whenever life grows heavy and the world becomes too loud, the seashell in my pocket brings your gentle voice around. The shell is chipped, the color pale, yet somehow it has kept its sound. Perhaps the heart protects the things the hands believe they have not found. The seashell in my pocket has crossed the years beside my heart, a little piece of ocean from the summer we fell apart. When my final road grows quiet and the evening settles down, the seashell in my pocket will be the last love song I hear. Be still, listen well, the sea is there, and so are you. Found an old film reel inside a box beneath the stairs. We pulled the curtains, dimmed the room, watched our summer flicker there. The picture jumped, the colors burned, the ocean moved without a sound. Then suddenly you crossed the screen, and all my lost years turned around. You waved at someone near the lens, not knowing I would watch someday. Summer on an old film reel, turning slowly on the wall. You are laughing by the water before we knew that leaves would fall. Every frame is weak and trembling, but your smile is shining still. Summer on an old film reel. Time can fade, but love never will. Never will. There we were beside the cafe. You carried flowers in your hand. I spilled a drink across the table. You chased me laughing through the sand. The film went white, then came alive. A final scene appeared too soon. You stood alone beside the station, beneath a thin and rising moon. The reel began to slow and click. I wanted one more scene of you. Summer on an old film reel, turning slowly on the wall. You are laughing by the water before we knew that leaves would fall. Every frame is weak and trembling, but your smile is shining still. Summer on an old film reel. Time can fade, but love never will. There was no sound upon that film, yet I could hear the words you said. The heart supplies the missing voice. When pictures wake the love we buried. Summer on an old film reel. Turn once more before you end. Let her run across the shoreline. Let me see her young again. Though the final frame is empty and the room has turned so still. Summer on an old film reel. You are moving through my memory still. The screen turns white. The reel stops spinning. But in my heart, the film keeps living. We stayed beside the sea all night, until the stars began to fade. The cafe chairs were upside down. The streets were cool beneath the shade. You wore my jacket on your shoulders. I carried both our shoes in hand. We walked the water's quiet edge and watched dawn open on the sand. The sky grew bright behind your face. I wish the sun would lose its way. When morning took you away, the whole sea turned from blue to gray. The summer birds began to sing, but I could not hear a thing. You kissed me once and walked alone toward the road beyond the bay. My longest night became my life when morning took you away. You stopped beside the cafe door and looked back one last time at me. The sunlight rested in your hair. The wind came softly from the sea. I wanted to run and call your name, but love had made me understand. Sometimes the kindest thing we do is let go of the dearest hand. You turned the corner out of sight. The day arrived, but warmth was gone when morning took you away. The whole sea turned from blue to gray. The summer birds began to sing, but I could not hear a thing. You kissed me once and walked alone toward the road beyond the bay. My longest night became my life when morning took you away. Every summer since that dawn, I come back when July begins. Not because I think you'll return, but because our love is waiting here. When morning took you away, it could not take that night from me. It could not steal the cafe light or your footprints by the sea. And though the road became your life and years have carried mine away, my heart still stands upon that shore when morning took you away. The sun comes up, the tide returns, the beach grows warm, my